Today I'm going to review the Pergear 50mm f1.2 manual lens for the Fujifilm X cameras. As promised, I will still review budget lenses after the channel grows, and this one is quite interesting. Let me show you why. Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Dima, I'm a professional travel photographer and I love reviewing lenses in beautiful locations, so if that is your thing, subscribe. Excuse the voice, I have a really bad cold. The first thing I want to talk about is what makes this lens interesting. This feature may not be for everyone, but some people will like it, and that is the markings on this lens can glow in the dark. Yes, they have lume, just like the markings on your expensive watch or cheap watch, or your dinosaur toys. The lume doesn't need too much time to charge and it has a decent amount of shine in pitch black conditions. The lens is very well built. I like the retro design with colored markings and silver band. All markings are engraved, including the Pergear logo, which gladly now is smaller and it seems they used a different font. Again, better, it still needs some improvements. Pergear actually says this is inspired by the legendary 50mm f1.2 AIS Nikkor lens. And what can I say, it looks a bit similar. I'm curious about the image quality. The filter thread is 58mm and I love that there are no markings around it that can create weird reflections when you use filters. The optical structure is 7 elements in 5 groups. It has 11 aperture blades, it weighs 360 grams without the caps. The minimum focus distance is 70 centimeters, but more on this later, and it costs just $99. The lens is made from metal mount and no electronic contact, so no EXIF data. The aperture ring has clicks, firm clicks. It is well damped and a joy to use. The focus ring is also made from metal, turns smoothly and it is well damped, making it easy to use. The lens balances pretty well on my Fujifilm X-E5. Now let's talk about the image quality. Keep in mind I tested this lens on a 40 megapixel sensor and the results are going to be different on a 26 or lower sensor. As some of you might have already guessed, this lens falls into the vintage look character lens category. The image quality at f1.2 has a decent amount of details in the center of the frame and mid-frame. The corners are soft and a bit dark from vignetting. Stopping down to f1.4 improves the center sharpness and contrast just a bit. The corners are the same. Stopping down to f2 makes the center contrast and sharpness great, and now the corners are a bit brighter and have a bit more contrast and details. Stopping down to f4 makes the image sharp from corner to corner, and at f5.6 there is slightly more contrast. A typical performance for a budget lens. Now let's talk about chromatic aberrations. At f1.2, purple fringing is pretty visible. It gradually goes away until f5.6 when it is no longer visible. The same with LOCA, longitudinal chromatic aberrations. The minimum focus distance is 70 centimeters. Not very good. At f1.2 the image is soft. You need to stop down to f2 to get good results. If you want to use this lens for video, the focus breathing is pretty visible, as you can see here. And finally, flares. They are visible and they reduce contrast a bit, as you can see here. Overall, a fun lens for people that are looking for an inexpensive lens with character. It has a nice design, the image quality is good if you stop down a bit, and the lume markings are fun to use in low light. So if you are looking for a bright vintage looking lens with character that is inexpensive, check out the Pergear 50mm f1.2. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, it really helps me grow the channel and make more videos for you to watch. Also, if you want to support it even more, use the links in the description at no extra cost to you. Thank you for watching, see you next time.